Hello folks and welcome back. This is just a quick update video. Rusty's here to say hi. And the first thing we're going to chat about is stickers. I've got my sticker boards on the wall. I haven't done anything else to the walls in here, no extra walls yet. So been doing a lot of admin and catching up and that kind of thing. And a bit of video editing. So anyway, I'll change the camera angle and you can have a good look at the sticker board and the new ones. This is the new one, Foxberg's Fabbercobblin. He's called DJ. And he's got a cool little channel there, and he's got some big machines and he's always busy. So have a look at his channel, see what you think, and I'm showing you the rest of them because I don't think you've seen these stickers for a while. Look, if you've got any stickers that you want to do an exchange, do a swap, or you're interested in getting some of my stickers, then just flick me an email. I'll put the email address in this gap here, and you can send me your address and I'll post you some out. Also, Oscar from Sweden, I'm getting yours posted today. Thanks for your email. I'll post them out today and they should be with you as soon as the post brings them. Okay, over to the desk. Got a few smaller items have arrived. First thing on the list is this beautiful cap from Matty's workshop. I don't know if he's selling these or giving them away to anybody else, but I'm honoured to have this one, and I'm just a little bit embarrassed that it's marked and stuff because I've been wearing this for months daily. He sent it after I stopped making update videos, but I thought it'd be really nice to show it off. Yeah, so I'm wearing this all the time, and it's very cool. Thank you very much, Matty. I really appreciate it. I forgot to mention, DJ also sent me this Engineer's Workshop sticker. I don't know if this is another YouTube channel or something. I'm going to have to ask him or just search for it. But yeah, once I find out what it is, I'll stick it on the board. Thanks, DJ. And the other item that I got a while ago was this pen and pencils and stubby holder or beer bottle holder and US flag sticker. These came from Tom. Obviously came from Tom at Hilltop Machine Works. They were part of a sort of miniature care package that was sent through kind of as a thank you for being involved with the Jacks for Max project. So yeah, thank you very much. I don't drink anymore, but I can at least wrap this around a bottle of Coke or something like that. So thanks again. Cheers. A while ago I gave away all my seconds of stickers. And I had a few thirds as well, and a few more have come in since, like this excellent one from Collet, and I've got some extra ones from Matty, and I've got a spare one from DJ. So these, if you want them, then just let me know in the description below, in the comments below. I'll do a draw, and we'll pick someone at random, and I'll post them out to wherever you are. The idea of sending these out is not because I don't want them, it's just because they're sat in a drawer and they're not being used, you know. So I've got some on my sticker board and I don't intend to change my sticker boards. I'll just add to them as I need to. I've pretty much filled up 2 now, so but yeah, I'd rather these went to someone that likes these channels. So yeah, let me know and I'll send them out. Okay, this one's a bit nerdy and you might not be interested in this if you're not a camera person, but this is a 10-stop ND filter. An ND filter is like sunglasses for your camera. And the idea of this is I want to have an easier to use system for getting good welding shots. And I did the research and found out that 10 stops is about a grade 8 or shade 8 welding filter. So this gets me in the ballpark, and I can tweak the exposure to match. The other thing about an ND filter, neutral density filter, means that it should give me a grayer, you know, whites should become greys, basically, rather than greens or oranges or whatever you get through a welding hood. And I can set my framing, I can set my focus, and I can just screw this on without adjusting anything and hit record, and it should work nicely. Anyway, I'll give you a demo of that next time I do some welding. Okay, this is for the printer people. What we have here is a big TreeTech 32-bit board. This is an SKR 2.0, the new revision that doesn't have the the problems. And see if I can get a good picture of that. Yeah, so this supports more or less everything, you know, BL touch sensors, and it's got all this support for the smooth steppers and all that kind of thing. Touchscreen, LCD, all this kind of stuff. Micro SD slot. And this is going to go on to the Ordbot Hadron, which is the printer I showed you probably in the last update. I'm trying to modernize that printer, and I'm trying to make it a bit more useful, and I would like to try and let it run the hotter plastics like nylon, carbon fiber nylon especially. I'd really like to be able to print that, because that's a pretty attractive material to work with. So we'll see how that goes. But there's a lot of little upgrades to get it updated. It's a 10-year-old printer basically. The other thing that came was a hot end. This is an E3D V6 clone, and it's a good clone. I've looked at all the machining and stuff, and it looks pretty impressive, but it's a fraction of the price of the original. And the idea is this is an all-metal hot end, and I should be able to use the hotter temperatures, and I should be able to get some hardened nozzles. This is obviously it's just a brass nozzle, 0.4 millimeters, but I'm going to get some hardened steel ones that suit the carbon fiber nylon, and that'll be a later thing. I just want to start using this hot end first. One of the benefits of it compared to the old hot end is that the sort of clamp-in cartridge style heater and thermistor setup, whereas the old one I had to replace the thermistor, and that involved drilling out the old one and cementing in a new one, which is fine, but this one would be more convenient to use, and obviously more capable as far as temperature and things go. So yeah, these are future upgrades. And this one is thanks to Matty as well. I was watching one of his videos recently, and I saw he was using the Collet chuck from M&G Productions. This is an ER40, which is the size of collets I've got for tool holding on the mill, and I thought I'd like to stick to that size, because it's a good, you know, you get sort of 26, 28 mil, something like that, through bore, which is pretty good for work holding on the lathe. So this is a D14 camlock taper and pins. You know, I haven't tried this yet. You've just seen me open it. I think my lunch is ready, but I'm going to come back down afterwards and just stick it on there and see what run out I can get on the inside. So thanks, Matty, for the advice. I saw Matty using one of these, and I talked to him about it, and he was very, very happy with it. And they're incredibly cheap. It's from a place local to Australia, but I'm pretty certain it's an imported one. So we'll see how it goes. If it's any good, you'll know, and if it's no good, you'll also know. Right, well, we're here at the lathe. Let's get this chuck off. There's a bit of oil and grease on here from when it was sent. I don't know if those things need adjustment as yet, but I can see that this is not perfect. It might need a little bit of a stoning off. So if this doesn't show up perfect, then we won't blame them yet. It makes a brilliant noise when that goes on and off. I'm starting to wonder if those threads might be thread milled. Anyway, look at that later. Let's get an indicator. All right, well, this is my Brown and Sharp best test. This is hundredth of a millimetre or 10 micron divisions. So close enough. Just check that you guys can see that. Okay. That's pretty horrible. That is reading 10/100ths of a millimetre, which is 4 thou. Just try it further in. Oops. This is not my best mag base, but anyway, it lets us see. It lets us see a certain amount of run out anyway. It's about 7/100ths, 6 or 7/100ths. So that's not a coaxial taper. That's very interesting. Okay, I'm going to try and clean that mounting face before I go any further. I'll bring you back. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. I have no idea what the hell that is. It looks like it's been hit with something. I don't think I caused it when I put this on. Maybe it was something that was inside here. I really don't know. Should have checked that a bit better. But anyway, that's clean now. Let's take this off. I'm just going to grab a file. I've actually got a 3-sided scraper that just taking the bulk of that off with a file. It feels pretty hard, but it is cutting. Probably haven't done my file any good, but let's grab the stones. Love that sound. Yeah, got a few high points here and there, a few dings on this face. That's probably where the fault comes in. I'm trying to use this stone and get this grinding relief. I think these are ground because there's a relief there. Trying to get up to the edge of here without touching the edge, so I'm using my finger as a depth stop. And I can feel when it's cutting, and I can see where it's cutting. And there's a few high points which are bound to be the problem. Yeah, that's a high point. That's a very high point. Okay, I'm going to give this another try. There's a very high point there, and don't think it's going to be true. Let's just nip these up gradually. Okay, that's about 6/100ths, 7/100ths, which is how much? How much is that? Just under 3 thou. Not really good enough for a collet chuck, but I'm pretty certain that if I continue to stone the face of this, I may even take a scraper to the point that I can see as a high spot. May even take a piece of carbide to it. I'd rather it were a low spot than a high spot, basically. If it was then sitting on the remainder of the face of this that forms a series of high spots that are all coplanar and also perpendicular to the axis of the lathe, I think this would sit nicely. This appears to be very well made, and I'm very happy with it. So don't take this reading as an error in this thing. It's an error in this thing, I believe. And it's, you know, this whole lathe is a project that I need to spend a lot more time on and tackle it methodically, bit by bit. But, you know, this fits, and it's already about as good as a 3-jaw chuck. So it's going to be usable, and I'm pretty certain I can get the run out improved. I may even just, once this thing is running, I may even just turn that face with, you know, I'll try some carbide. If that doesn't work, I'm happy to buy some CBN inserts if this is hard and try and turn that face. If it's deformed at all, or if it's changed at all, then I think it can't be that hard. So it's probably fine to turn with carbide. I don't intend to turn the whole surface. Just take off any high points, and then stone it back to the flush surface. Hello again. Just letting you know, I did a bit more fettling on the face there. I still don't think it's finished, but I got the run out down to 4 to 5/100ths, 40-50 microns. What's that? 2 thou, 1.5, 2 thou, which is what the collet chuck was advertised as having. So really, I'm happy with that. But I think if I do a thorough job, I only spent another 10 minutes. If I do a thorough job on that face, I think we'll get it even better. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.